Are we live?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Good evening, everyone. It's great to be back for this last live session for technology forecasting strategy. Hello?
Yeah, we are online.
Oh,
Go on, Bala.
good evening, everyone. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry. I think I have last live session. Okay. Um, yes, so last live session for this semester, and we are very happy to present this mainly for the exams. So this is going to be an exam-oriented session where we will talk about what is the format of the exam and what is the uh, we won't give you the questions, of course not, but we will give you sort of a good idea on what could be a format that you can expect in your exam. And we see that about a good number of people have registered for this exam, so we thought we should have a dedicated session. Of course, there's still time from till your exams. We are available on discussion forums if you still have any questions. If you are watching this on YouTube, either recorded or live, if you're live, you can ask your questions. If you're recording, if you're watching the recording, you can also use the discussion forum to ask follow-up questions. So that's going to be our. I'm very happy to have Shyam and Professor Dimitri along with me. Please say hello, Professor Dimitri.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Bala, for this introduction. I'm happy to participate this session with Professor Bala before your exams, and we will try to answer some questions about exams. And we believe that this video will help you to be more prepared and to succeed with your final step in your education program that you subscribed. Thank you for this subscription. Thank you for your interest, and thank you for your questions.
Okay, great. I think Shyam is having some technical trouble with his presentation. So I have the presentation with me. I will just share it. Please let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so we're going to start with well, this is I think we've answered this in the okay. I'm sorry. I don't think this is what I intended to show. Just a second. I will soon get on that. Yes. So this
Yeah,
is the date and time of the exam. So this is March 22nd,
I
2025.
cannot hear you, Bala.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay, it's better? Okay.
Yeah,
So the date and time of the exam is March 22nd, 2025. You'll have two exams. You will soon get a hall ticket, which will tell you when is your session. And I think within the last week is when you get. So anytime from now until 22nd, you should hear them more now than later. So you should have the hall ticket, which will tell you where your venue of the exam is and what time is it. So we will, NPTEL team strives very hard to make sure that it is according to your preferences. But if there is some problem with your allocation, there's something that you're not happy about, please do write to NPTEL support so that they can help you with this allocation. It is not up to Shyam, Professor Dimitri, or me with this. So that's one thing we want to do. Our responsibility is with making sure you have a good experience in the exam. But also we have NPTEL team supporting us very, very well. They're extremely good at this. Okay. So what will be the format of the exam? So if we talk about the format, there are two aspects to it. That is two types of questions. It'll largely be multiple choice questions. That is, there'll be one right answer. Most of the exam is going to be one right answer. However, we do have some multiple selection questions as well. What does multiple selection means? If you've not taken an exam on NPTEL before, This is basically there could be more than one right answer, and you get partial marks for correct answers selected. And there's no negative marking per se, but if there is more than, I mean, if you selected the wrong option also along with the right answer in multiple selection, there is some penalty. I'm not sure what the penalty is. Apologize for that. However, there's no negative though. You won't be given full credit for that. So it has to be either partially correct answers or all correct. That's when you get the full points for multiple select questions. So this is what is the format of the exam. Two sections will be this MCQ and MSQ. The last section will also be MSQ and MCQ, but the difference is that there'll be case-based. What does case-based mean? That you'll be given a case to study, a little paragraph, maybe 4 or 5 sentences long. And based on that, you will be asked follow-up questions. All the remainder of, I think, 4 or 5 questions will be based on that case to begin with. So that's going to be the one that will make sure that you have understood. The first 2 sections will be about recall. How much can you recall from the content of the course itself? So if you prepare based on our videos, some of the supplemental material that's there in the website, you should coast along in the first 2 sections. The last one is a bit of an application. It is not a bit. It's application oriented. So you'll have to apply what you've learned in the concepts on a new case. Okay, so that's what it is going to be. Yes, this is one of our most frequently asked questions. Is there any negative marking? The clear big answer is no. We're not going to have negative marking for this for sure. That's there. And another often asked question is, I have taken X number of assignments, Y number of assignments I was not available, or I've taken all of it. What's the deal? How much points do I get? So this chart is also there on your course preview page, but we will reproduce it here. If you have taken all 4 assignments, then we pick the best 3 scores that you've got, and we'll convert it on a basis of 100 and give you on a basis of 20, so 25% weightage essentially of those 3 assignments. So we will take care of the math, don't worry. But the formula is that we will take those assignments, pick the 3 best of yours, best scores of yours, and convert that into 25 points. So 30, I guess, will get converted into 25. Now, in your proctored exam, which you have to go to an exam center, the one that I talked about, the total score is going to be, let's say, 100. Then we'll convert it into 75% of that. So 3/4 of your weightage comes from your final exam. And total is going to be your total score. Now, however, for your certificate, we have criteria, which is you should have, when we convert all of this, do this complicated stuff, what we get, if it is greater than or equal to 10, that's step 1. Great, that's 1. And if in your final score, if you're after converting into 75, if you got greater than or equal to 30, and your total happens to be in effect greater than or equal to 40, given these two, how this criteria are met, congratulations, you've got yourself a certificate. That's what it is. That's what it means. So if you get 40 out of 75, you don't get a score. If you got 25 and 15 here, still it doesn't count. It has to be 30 on 75 at least on the final exam, and 10 on 25 at least on your assignments. So there is distributed weightage here, and we sum that up and make sure if it's more than 40, more than or equal to 40. We will try our best to be fair. We will look at your scores, the sum total. If there are really, really difficult ones, and we will look at it, but there's no promises, no guarantees. It's going to be, it's a learning for us. We will definitely, Professor Dimitri and I will definitely look at those questions and see if we've got something wrong from our side. If not, that's the score, that's the score. Okay. Um, Here is a sample study question, and this will probably give you an idea. We're not going to give you the answers here. It's for you to figure out based on the learning. Um, this is this is how a sample case study question looks like. So the first part of it is the paragraph I was talking about. So it talks about the story of David in a large corporation, and he has a situation with an experienced person, Mahima. And you will have to answer based on this scenario that you read, and you will be asked these follow-up questions. Only two of them are given here, and you will have to look at what is it that I have to do. First and foremost step that David, as a strategy consultant, would do in this project. And you'll have to pick the best answer. So this is a multiple choice question. There's only one right answer. Usually a clue that a question is multiple select is it usually should say check all that applied. We have made sure that there's a multiple select question. We've added this tag check all that apply. That should be a clue for you to tell you that there are multiple right answers. So look at it, read it carefully, and pick the right answers from all of this and mark them. So I will leave this for a little bit so that you can, comprehend what this question is. From our experience, you should be able to complete all of these, including the case-based questions, within 90 minutes to 100, 110 minutes. That's been our average range, 90 to 110 minutes from statistics. Of course, those are just statistics. Those are just average numbers. As we teach you in this course, you should apply your own experience to it also. Those are just our experiences based on the fact that we've run this course 3 or 4 times. Okay, let me see. Yes, the Shyam was kind enough to give you the right answers also. Okay, so you can check why these are right answers with the videos that we have shot. You can check them back and see why these are the right answers. Okay, so that's what this is. And I think a few people joined this. Yeah, there's one person who's joined our Zoom call. If you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to. Sorry. Dimitri, do you have anything to add, or Sham?
No, not really. Not really. Just some small observation by experience from students. Within your exam, try to stay focused. This is the most challenging to stay focused, to stay concentrated on what you're doing. Because sometimes students, they even know the right answer, they check the wrong one because just they are not staying focused. Just stay focused. Yeah.
Okay, great tip. I think that helps. I've taken an NPTEL exam myself. I can tell you that a good tip to have is have a blank piece of paper right in front of you, and try to work it out. If there is, I think, one or two maybe will have numeric also. Very, very simple stuff. It's not very complicated, but just have a blank piece of paper, and that also helps. In addition to what Professor Dimitri says, is focus on what you're doing. Don't get distracted, because there'll be so many other people writing all sorts of other exams. They will get up, they will move around, all that, but still you need to keep your focus. And then you're good to go. There's nothing to be worried about or scared. From here until 22nd, we are there to help you out. Any questions you might have. If you have any technical problems on the venue, when you are writing the exam, there are people who can help you. Just raise your hand and they'll come to you and you can receive help. All the other instructions are carrying your identification, all that will be given as part of your procedures on the hall ticket itself. NPTEL team does a great job in giving you all those instructions. And if you follow them, you're in good shape. I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah. There is a question in YouTube that I suppose you can answer. Can we give exam from home setup?
Okay. Um, I don't think that's possible with the way NPTEL is worked out. As far as I know, you can of course write to NPTEL support and ask them the same question. But as far as I know, you will have this is available. I mean, there are centers in many places. The centers are in many countries as well, in many cities and towns in India, as well as I believe in the United Arab Emirates, in Singapore, and a few other countries. I wouldn't know. The NPTEL website should have detailed information. As far as I know, um, home setup is not still possible, if I'm not wrong. Sham, any hints on that? Do you know if a home setup can work for taking an exam?
For those located outside India, that should be fine, but they must have received some instructions regarding.
Okay, I didn't know this. Okay. Okay. I stand corrected. It is possible, but you would have to have applied earlier and you will get those instructions. NPTEL team will provide those instructions. Okay. I stand corrected. So it is possible to take exams from home if you are outside of these centers, I suppose. Correct? Outside of the country or outside of centers?
Outside India.
Outside India. Okay. Okay. That's a great question. The center is 21 kilometers from my home. Oh, I'm so sorry about to hear that. Uh, in that case, I don't know if we can switch. Can they, Sham?
No, sir, they have to travel to the exam center.
Okay. I'm so sorry to say that. Uh, I don't think that's possible. The only condition where they allow a home setup is apparently if you're outside the country. If you're in the country, you probably have to go, you will have to go to the center to take an exam. Okay. Okay. Anybody? Oh, there's one person in the Zoom call here. Do you have any questions for us about the exam, about the course, anything that you want Professor Dimitri, Sham, or me to answer?
When the results will be coming after 1 month, 2 months?
Uh, Typically, after the exams, 1 to 2 weeks goes in the sign off. That is, we receive a notification saying that all exams have been collected, all that happens, and we get a notification, we professors, we go through it, scrutinize it to make sure all is fair. Given our schedules, it should be another week. So I would say within a month, if I'm not so far off, within a month, you should have the exam results out from the exam. So that say like 22nd is your exam date. So I would say before April 3rd week, you should have your results with the certificates. You will already have a link to download the certificate.
Okay, thank you both.
You're very welcome. Okay. I guess that's about the only question. Sham, anything to add from your side? Any tips that you had? I ran through your slides, so did you have anything else in mind that I
No,
skipped
sir,
over?
all covered.
All
Thank you.
covered. Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay, so all I can
There
say
must
is,
be a all the best slide at the end. Maybe you can
oh
proceed.
yeah. I saw it just now. Sorry. Very nice. Okay, that's a nice touch. Apologies, I did not share the slide. Important for our learners to have this. Wishing you the very best for your exam. From all four of us, Professor Dimitri, me, Shyam, and Sukrat. All the very best for your exam. And we have one more week. So if you have any butterflies in your tummy, or if you want to get something clarified, there's still time. You can talk to us. Okay. Otherwise, like Shyam says, for exam date time updates, you can refer to the NPTEL announcements. So that's our parting words for the day. Okay, so happy Holi to you too, Mr. Udni. Thank you so much. Yeah, Professor Dimitri by now knows about Holi, so
Yeah.
okay. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Bye.
Yeah.
All the
I
best
wish you
for your
have a good
exams.
day. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
and
Thank
Ciao.
you. Thank you, sir.
Ciao.
thanks, Sham.